Yo, what is good, SJR crew? We are back. Holy crap. It's like I fucking haven't been on fucking months. Hold on. Let's see what's going on here. We're still waiting on VERSVS to show up. Hopefully he's okay and there's no trouble. I did speak with him this morning, so I know he knows he's supposed to be here. So hopefully he'll show up soon, and we can get this show on the road. Trouble. Hopefully nobody's in trouble. Hopefully nobody. And to be honest with you, man, I have missed all these interactions with y'all, man, so much. I've been looking for a job and trying to get my fucking license straight, and I got an appointment with the DMV now, so hopefully things will start clearing up a little bit better. But yeah, man, it's been hectic, it's been crazy, and I miss y'all, dude, for real. How was y'all's weekend? I hope y'all had a great weekend. I had a crazy ass night last night, man. I ended up drunk. Yo, it was stupid. We went over to the parking lot of the pawn shop over there and fucking lit off some fireworks, got all drunk. That's what's up. Public intoxication. I don't really drink, but sometimes I do if other people are drinking. Hey, that's what's up, B-Mad. B-Mad's in the house. What up, B? Always good to see you, brother. How you doing, man? I know, right? You thought I was crazy and funny when I was fucking sober or stoned? Man, I get stupid funny. Like, I don't even care. I have no inhibitions. It gets stupid. I appreciate that, Carol. Much love to you, for real. How my Canadians doing up there on Canada Day, man? How'd y'all have a great Canada Day? Yeah, see, I mean, I'll go years without drinking, but if I just happen to be around somebody who's drinking, I'll be like, fuck it, I'll have a drink. I don't get as drunk as I used to get back in the day, because back in the day, I get so drunk I'd puke and then drink some more. But, light drinking is okay. Well, we got to see if VERSVS is going to show up first. I said, show up 10 minutes early for a sound check. And he's like, dope. So I don't know what's going on. I hope he's okay. I hope everything's okay with him. Until then, oops. You guys want to listen to a couple tracks? Oh, by the way, his link is down in the description below to his website, so feel free to jump up in that and sub up to everything and buy yourself a piece of merch if you feel like it, because he got a nice he got one piece of merch on there. It's a sweatshirt, but he's only made 1,000 of them, so get yours while the supplies last. Let's go ahead and just jump into this VERSVS ISIS remix. Six times for the kids like me. You know me, I'll be fucking with Joyner, so. And I listened to this already once, and it was fire. If y'all anything like me, y'all gonna love it. Or you've already heard it and love it. I got high and stayed high. Hey, yeah, I'm sure he is. I just hope nothing happened to him, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hope everything's good. Because one time, 2 Official didn't show up, and I was hoping he was okay. He hit me up. He was in a car accident, fucked his leg up. You know what I'm saying? And I just hope he's okay. That's real shit. Let's go. VERSVS hit the ISIS remix for that Jordan Lucas challenge, and he fucking tore this thing up. Let's go.
6 times for the kids like me who got ADHD. Just
I don't got ADHD, but I had OCD though. Try to talk shit, pero no sentido. Only time I could escape is when I wrote these beats. So hating on me, no sense, that is no sentido. Never scary with your insult, legendary with a pencil. Necessary to convince them to just bury individuals. And I bet you
turn them headphones up.
Against them, it's habitual to put you in an obituary. In an instant, the police stressing families, guessing where your body at. He's dead under the sea, blessing, they're like, copy that. OCD stress me, now I'm the best. Cause see, despite the scars, I still deliver. Baby, that's a C-section. See how I've been growing, got the nicest glow up through the highs and lows. I keep the brightest.
He said gross.
Bro, that means I might just blow up, but I'm not ready to give it up, and I think it's time to switch it up. Okay, siamo solo a bombardare, non so caporale, caporeale. Scordati delle ascolti che ci sono da comprare. This the moment you realize I got it, don't worry, no problem. Questo è il flow che non puoi comparare, compare, ti pare. You know where I've been, con la penna a comandare. They don't wanna see you win, quindi ti iniziano ad odiare. Perché anch'io voglio repare, però non so come fare. Quindi prendono il cellulare e poi corrono a commentare. This is war, motherfucker, and your plans derail. Trying to control me and your tactics fail. Want me to rap about that?
Just stomping all over, right, B?
This well, so fuck the criticism, I just fight it out. On the move to figure out what life about. Truth is, I just go ahead and write it out. Go, just to have some shit that I can write about. But now they say, you know, we sound like him or like Nas, maybe Drake. I can see he got the pen, got the bars, but it's fake. Oh, he's doing it again, sound like Tech or like Jay. Is it really hard to admit that all I sound is like I'm great, huh? I don't care if it's outside of my control. With the cards I've been dealt, I've been trying not to fold. So one time for the haters who never believe. 2 times se la dedicas a ma famiglia. 3 times perché era attaccato al muro, ma ora si spacca il culo, sì, dal lunedì al venerdì. 4 times los amigos porque ya no están.
See, I did catch that when he said culo, and that's ass. I know that. I'm in California, so I know some rough Spanish.
4 times los amigos porque ya no están. 5 times faccio sempre quello che mi va. 6 times for the kids like me who got OCD, but they never plan on giving up.
He snapped all over that motherfucking verse, though. There was a lot of people that I wish had won that, but I liked seeing the people who won. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Lex too, man, because that shit was fire. What else do we got? We got some of these I can't play because they're Merlin. You know what I'm saying? Like he's copywritten on Merlin, so you know. But we got this one right here, "Love Me," that we've listened to before.
Love me when I'm
Also a great track.
Love me when the sky is gray. Love me when the time goes fast. You always know that
My sister used to be fluent. That's fire.
me. Love me when I'm far away. Love me when I'm far away. Love me
Hey,
when
bet,
I'm
Jorge, bet, man. But that shit was fire. Even though I can't understand what motherfuckers saying, that shit fire, bro.
Love me when I'm far away. Be the light in my darkest days. Don't leave when it starts to fade. Keep me grounded if I start to change. I know you probably think I'm a monster, babe. I don't contemplate putting my heart at stake in this awful game. Really, it's all it takes. Leave a star on the ground like a walk of fame. But I live through the shit and I walk head straight. It is what it is. I was taught by Drake, and I give what you give. And I lost the faith. There's no big of a list for my toxic traits. Still, I wonder if I do deserve this. Is this the price I pay just to be verses? I live my life to dip against the hurt, cause they fail to see what's underneath the surface. And that's real. Yeah, how many tears I shed, all the years I spent chasing what I thought was important. Guess I gotta change, it's imperative. Everything I have, I'm prepared to give. Can be afraid to die, but I'm scared to live. All the merit stripped, all the lyrics ripped. Cause really, what's the point if I can share this shit? So here, take my notebook, Lord. Take the chains and the fame and the pain. I don't give a fuck if I look rich, if I look poor. You can take everything, I'm mistook for happiness. Cause when I'm in a hotel, getting ready for a show, freestyling and cook more. Then I go on stage and I rap in front of thousands. Still, it's only your eyes that I look for. Love me when I'm
far away. Love me when the sky is gray. Love me when the time goes fast. You always know.
Versus just hit me up, said give him a minute. So he is on his way.
Love me when I'm far away.
And everything is good.
Love me when
Well,
I'm far
I don't know that, but he's
away.
typing so his fingers work.
Love me when I'm far away. Love me when
I was beat down, but I'm great now. I was cage bound, I escaped now. Cried way too much without you now. Explaining my rhymes is the only time I break down. No stopping the wave now. This world is my playground. I was face down, but I came round. Now we dominate the shit to take over from Reykjavik all the way to Cape Town. Every beat kill it, but you're all I need, really like a prescription. I refill it to be lifted up as we figure it out. Cause without each other, we can breathe even a little. But see, we in the middle of fighting. If you start the shit and I insist, I might just flip. I'm tired of this. You try to win the argument, but your smile just makes it all worth it. Cause our life is a movie though. It's dark but it's beautiful. If we apart we gon' lose it, so we gon' risk it all. Cause when you're involved I will give it all to the funerals. Cause there's no place that I'd rather be than in your arms or the studio. If that's the only thing I do, you're the only love I knew. As I'm recalling all the problems that slowly we've been through. You don't need to show me nothing new. cause I don't need an excuse. I'm a lonely fuck, it's true, but I won't give up on you if you just
love me when I'm far away. Love me when the sky's gray. Love me when the time goes fast. You always know that you can trust me. Love me when I'm far away. Love me when I'm far away. Love me when I'm far away. Love me when
Root Knot, my dude, what's happening? Always good to see you, brother. Big salute. Versus is on his way. He said, give him just a minute and he will be in. Having technical issues, he said. Hey, no worries, bro. If you need me to resend the links to like an email or something, just let me know. The first link I sent you was to the live, and the second link I sent you was to the Zoom. So you can share that link to that first one, yeah. And he will be here shortly. He says he's having a bit of technical problems, so just be patient. We're gonna listen to another motherfucking song. This time he got Mercules and Clementino, called No Offense. This one's fire too.
Yep.
Make sure you hit that
Versus
description link.
Calgary,
That's to his
Surrey,
website.
all the way to Napoli.
You can get
You know
those
you're gonna
albums,
get bars no matter
merches,
what. Listen, the
all
curtains
the
open
links.
and the show commence. Work every day to guarantee that I'll have no regrets. I
Malu
told them
in
they
here.
don't want the
Malu,
smoke,
what
it
is
should
good?
be common
How have you
sense.
been?
But we
Always
polite,
good
we
to see
kill these
you.
rappers and say no offense. Like no
I hope
offense,
you had a
but
great
man, there's
weekend.
levels to this shit, and what you're witnessing is different rap. I listened to the radio the other day, and man, that shit is whack. Might lift the gap, put it between your teeth, and make that shit go brah. We on the bridge, motherfucker, that's how we bridge the gap. But I'm not a gangster, though, I'm just in battle mode. The rapid flow can rap it slow, no matter what I have the code. You grab the phone, the only writing you compose is in your caption. So it's funny how a quote in your status is the new status quo. Like damn it, bro, but if we rapping, there is no debating. I just gotta fix my head, feel like I'm losing all my patience. Thousands around the world say I'm an inspiration, but the one I love thinks that I'm failing, so I lose my motivation. But the booth is my salvation, and I'm back with a new verse to lay, just to make sure what hurt yesterday doesn't hurt today. You don't believe in me, you'll be the
Cats
first
love
to
a
pay.
box
I'm
more than
rapping
the
till I
thing that
lose my
came in the
voice, got me
box, though,
looking
right?
like Merc on
Right.
the curtains open and the show commence. Work every day to guarantee that I'll have no regrets. I told them they don't want the smoke, it should be common sense. But we polite, we kill these rappers and say no offense. Like no offense.
No offense, it gets
Hey,
so
there he
intense
is.
when the flow commence. The metal's on me like Boba Fett, better hold your breath. The boy got more bars than shoulder reps on a Bowflex fan. You think I'm in construction, I throw a wrench when I roll by feds. Got no regrets, I live my life like a supervillain. Somebody pass me the popcorn for the crucifixion. The new crib got surveillance cameras for supervision. I'm too prolific, a different breed like I'm superstitious. You better cool it like New Edition, cause you can get it. A sick fuck, watch me use a shiv like they do in prison. I make moves like I got an eviction notice. Kill a rapper, then I laugh as I walk by the missing posters. I pull a stick out, aim and then bring commotion. Since I got them in they feelings, let's give them some mixed emotions. I told verses once I have the beat, I'm killing it. I put that shit on Canada to Avellino, Italy. It's
Curtains open and
Mercury.
the show commence. Work every day to guarantee that I'll have no regrets. I told them they don't want the smoke, it should be common sense. But we polite, we kill these rappers and say no offense. Like no offense.
O buona venna sotto a tutto, brindo con un frutto. Smocca gancia rettiliana, nera punta, sape frutto. Si sente sti canzone, toi popremmo mutta. Sangue un coppo mantiene evoluto, scarica litre vermouth. Iena white stereo e muore ogni batterio. Spacco con il rap serio, gancia di odio al serio. A barro luce quando viaggio si fa più pesante. Mercules, Clementino, versus flow diamante. Roba che viene da qua, imparano gli atti nel bar. Perdi nell'abilità, fuori probabilità. Fra ma non abiti qua, non vesti gli abiti qua. E niente schiavi di qua, frate non chiavi di qua. Spacco coi passi di rap, fumi e non passi sto gas. Stacco di me se vuoi là, messi nel set chissà. Sì, ma non fra che se fa, marchia tu gopa, l'urac, vir, casaglie, minacce, vieni a tu mettere
The
catch.
curtains open and the show commence. Work every day to guarantee that I'll have no regrets. I told them they don't want the smoke, it should be common sense. But we polite, we kill these rappers and say no offense. Like no offense.
Yo, welcome Versus to Hip Hop Radar Underground.
Hello, how's it going? Thanks for having me.
Oh man, it is our honor for sure, man. You have been making big waves in the community, man, and that's what we like to see, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. And we were just listening to a few tracks of yours, man, and getting to know you as an artist a little bit better and what styles you provide. And over the 3 tracks we just listened to, man, you hit us with some emotion. You hit us with some bars, you know. It looks like you're very versatile in what you do, man. Where are you coming from?
I'm in Calgary, Alberta right now. That's where I've been living for a few years, but I'm originally Italian.
Oh, cool, man. So you speak multiple languages.
I do, yeah. I traveled quite a bit growing up, lived in a few different countries, picked up some languages here and there, yeah.
That's what's up, man. Because even though I may not know what you're saying in these songs, I live in California, so every once in a while I'll hear something that I know. You know,
Right. Yeah.
it just sounds so fucking good, dude.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
For
Thank
real,
you.
man. It's amazing how you can go to a whole nother place, man. Like language, right? And music, it travels, bro. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
So you can always tell the emotion that you're trying to come across, you know, even though I might not be able to understand what you're saying,
Yeah.
I can hear what emotions you want us to touch on. That's fire, man.
Sick, man. Thank you.
No,
Thank you.
thank you, man. That's what's up, man. And Malou, thank you for that dono. I appreciate that. That's very kind. Thank you. And in case y'all haven't heard by now, the link to his website is in the description. Go hit that, buy merch. There's only 1,000 shirts, man, so you got to get one. And you got your albums on there too. You can download.
Yeah. There's music videos on there, all that stuff. I think the best way, I always say it, if there's one platform I can pick for people to follow, it'll be Instagram. That's where I really engage the most with people, respond to comments, all that. So that's Versus Official on Instagram.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So Versus, man, you're in Canada. Shout out to Canada, man. We have a lot of Canadians in the house right now, and Canadians via other countries, man. Like y'all spread out around the world, man. How is it that y'all so fucking talented up there, bro?
I
What's
don't
in
know,
the
man.
water, bro? Like it doesn't matter if you're a comedian or actor or
Yeah.
there's some greatness up there, bro.
Yeah, no, I think especially the hip hop scene, I can definitely see expanding these past few years. Well, I mean, I think Drake just like completely changed the image of Canada to the hip hop world, right? In that sense, he just put Canada on the map like big time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been expanding and it's awesome. It's awesome to see the talent, to see people doing it in every province. It's great.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Have you always been a writer, or is this something that you've just picked up over time and fell in love with?
I think I started writing. That was the first thing that got me into the music. Like, I mean, even in school and stuff, English was always my favorite subject. Like, I just really liked. At the time, I read a lot, and I just liked poems and stuff like that. I've always been a fan of the language and how to use the language, like to convey stuff. And then I think when I was like maybe 15 is when I fell in love with hip hop, and I just kept listening to it so much, and I was like, hey, maybe I should try it, right? And you're a teenager going through shit, so I'm like, maybe this will help me get some stuff off my chest. And I started. I always say like it was trash in the beginning, like everything you do, right? When you first pick it up, it's like, damn. Looking back at it now, I'm like, damn, that was bad. But I stuck with it. Fortunately, it's what I like to do, and I stuck with it.
That's great to hear, man. Who were some of your influence when you first started getting into hip hop? Who were some of your favorites?
Yeah, this is a given answer, but like Eminem. Like when I first started, it was Eminem. My dad played Eminem in the car. Fell in love with it. I was like, man. So initially I was like, that's the only thing I knew. And then I started expanding my knowledge, going into the Tupac, Biggie's, Jay-Z's, Nas, you know, even Rakim, stuff like that. And then slowly, like the more I learned, I don't know, I just fell in love with the wordplay, the rhyme scheme, stuff like that. That was the use of the language, like was really what got me into it. And then now I'd say I definitely am more versatile even in terms of listening to music. Like, you know, I used to be one of those guys like, oh man, all this mainstream shit, fuck it, whatever, right? Which I still throw some bars here and there, but at the end of the day, if there's something that is catchy to me or sounds good, once you really make art, you really learn to appreciate every kind of form. So yeah, now I'm pretty much in tune with everything.
You know, I used to be the same way, man. I like fuck
Yeah.
the radio, and I still pretty much am. I don't turn on the radio much,
Yeah.
but I can honestly see how there is a lane for that.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
so I'm
Mhm.
not going to hate on it,
Yeah.
but I'm also not going to
Yeah,
kick
it's not
back
your
with the
thing.
headphones on and listen to that shit. You know?
Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, I get it. Totally get it.
Yo,
Yeah.
good to see you, Hillbilly. All love, man. I hope you're doing well. Gary, good to see you. This here is Versus, and he's making huge waves all over the hip-hop scene, so definitely go hit that link in the description below. That is directly to his website. You'll get all his socials and everything on there, and definitely go run them numbers up.
Yes.
Because I don't know if most of y'all know, he's got a Royce feature, man, and that's not an easy one to get. I mean, being a fan of Am growing up, how did that feel?
That will always remain one of the best days of my life when I got that verse, man. Absolutely insane. And not even only an M fan. Like, I put Royce in my top 5, right? I put
is fire.
Slaughterhouse. I put Slaughterhouse up there. The entirety of Slaughterhouse. So that happened. That happened with me contacting Crooked on Instagram. Out of nowhere, didn't know him, had no connect. I was like, man, I have this song. This was 3 years ago, so I was just starting releasing music. He was like, hey, you know what? If I like the track, whatever. Super humble guy.
That's
I
awesome.
sent him the track. He loved it. We did it, and then he's like, hey, like, I really fuck with the track we just did. If you want me to message Royce for you, I can do that. And I was like, man, oh man, that was like the biggest thing. So it took a while. Definitely took a while when it comes to working with artists of that caliber. Like, you know, it's tough to communication, the wait time, and all that. But it finally happened, and I couldn't have been happier. It was a great track to do.
That's amazing. And Crooked, a legend in his own right. I mean,
Yep, Crooked is one of the goats for sure.
facts. I mean, his pen is just way too
It's
crazy.
ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I can't wait to see him step into the battle ring. He's battling Disaster soon. So that's good. It's going to be fun to see Crooked battle. That'll be a fun one.
I'd be scared.
Hmm.
Because they're writtens, man. And if
Yeah.
just give that dude 10 days to find out who you are and what you're about and your
Yeah.
fucking history.
Yeah.
Like,
It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. For sure.
like on Wednesdays, we usually do like a battle. I call it Battleground Wednesdays, where we watch underground battle raps. And
Oh,
some of these dudes are just amazing, man. Like,
oh yeah. It takes a lot of skill. A lot of skill.
right. And then sometimes you'll see people freeze up after like 2 bars and be like, I can't remember my shit. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
You feel so bad for them, you know?
That's a horrible feeling. Yeah. Yeah. No, I think I got into battle rap at the same time that I started getting into hip hop. Battle rap is as important to me than any artist that has influenced me, because I think the bars, the wordplay, I learned a lot more from the battle rap community than anything else. So I owe a lot to that for sure.
Yeah, the metaphors they use and
Yeah.
they're constantly coming up with is just
And the
otherworldly.
energy, the delivery, the energy is really cool.
Yeah.
Is something you don't necessarily get in a lot of music. So no, definitely worth tuning into battle rap just for every artist out there.
Yeah, I wish I could get into the bigger ones, you know, King of the Dot and whatnot.
URL, yeah.
But they straight up cut my streams off, man. They're like, no, you
Oh,
cannot watch this. I'm like,
yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
So I'll be watching the underground people, and you know, they hungry, so
Yeah, for sure.
just
Different.
amazing.
Yeah,
And it's really cool to see somebody go at someone's neck so fucking hard, and at the end they fucking shake hands and hug. It's fucking
yeah.
awesome.
I love that. The respect is awesome. They know it. They know the competition is kind of just part of the genre, right? So
Right.
they accept it. There are a few instances where they go too far, and there's some fights here and there, but mostly there's always respect, which is good to see.
Right. Absolutely. And there's going to be, you know, somebody getting their feelings hurt every once in a while anyway. Because
Yeah,
they don't just stay on a motherfucker. They go to your fucking family. They everything. It's all on the table. Like,
Yeah, nothing's
wow.
off the list. Yeah, for sure.
What's some of your favorite battle rappers?
My favorite and who I consider to be the greatest is Charlie Clips.
Mm.
I think Charlie Clips is one of the best, but like, you know, Loaded Lux, Hollow to Dawn, like the classic,
Yeah.
Geechee Gotti, the new ones. I don't know, man. I'm really Pat Stay. I love Pat Stay from Nova Scotia, Canada.
I haven't heard of them. I have to check them out.
Oh man, fire. There's a lot. But yeah, battle rap has evolved like crazy in the past few years. When I started watching it, it wasn't as big as it is now. Now there's like, they did a battle event at Drake's house and Chris Brown's house.
Oh,
like
shit.
It got crazy. Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
prefer battle rap with instrumentals or no instrumental?
No instrumentals.
I prefer it with no instrumental too,
Yeah,
man.
no instrumentals. There's no, because they're written. We know they're written, so they prepare their rounds in certain ways. It makes no sense to me for it to have to go on beat.
Yeah.
It just makes no sense to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it gives, when you have no beat, it gives the crowd time to react and understand the bar. It gives you more performance. When you're on beat, you're just constrained to like rapping pretty much, and that's not the point, right? So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. Hey, we right here on the same track, man.
Yeah.
And I'm a big fan of props. If they got a prop,
Yeah.
yo, the fucking roof's coming off that fucking place.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
So, out of your rap career, what do you think have been the most difficult things to overcome, as far as getting maybe a placement or a verse?
Hardest things to overcome. I mean, the beginning is like establishing that solid fan base in the beginning is the toughest thing to do, right? Because once you have it, things just start coming. But you're starting out, the market is absolutely oversaturated. Everyone raps, everyone makes content, right?
Yeah.
So it's definitely tough. I think standing out was the toughest thing, like it is for everyone. And I think recently things are starting to improve also because of that fact you mentioned in the beginning of the different languages. I started to incorporate that. I was like, hey, you know what? This can be something that really makes me stand out, and I enjoy doing it. I really do. So why not try it out? So I think that was definitely the hardest part. In terms of features and stuff like that, I was lucky to, like, the artists I hit up in the beginning, those who responded, even though I wasn't famous or wasn't at their level, those who listened to the tracks were always like, you know what, this is dope. Like, let's do it. We can figure out a way. So I've always been lucky with that. I've always had really good artists to work with, features, producers, stuff like that. So yeah, I can't complain too much. And then lastly, one of the struggles with the pandemic and everything was the live shows, obviously. But now things are picking up, and there's the event in Calgary called Stampede, which people come from all over the world to come see it. It's the biggest outdoor event in the world, actually. And I'm performing there on 3 dates, so that's going to be cool.
Oh, that's fire. Man,
Yeah.
hey, much success to your future career,
Thank you.
man. Shout out to Nick O'Neila coming through, man. I hope I said that correctly. Thanks for coming, showing love for your dude Versus, man. That means a lot. I hit you with that blue suit. Welcome to the Wrench Gang. You ain't got to do anything else, man. Just thanks for showing up. Appreciate you.
Thanks.
Yeah, man, it's so cool, you know, to find a new artist, you know, through my eyes, right? Because I'm a consumer. You
Right.
know, I love music. So, you know, Kahuna comes to me. He's like, hey, you got to check this out.
Man, that guy scheduled, like, introduced me to so many people, man.
Hey, Kahuna, Nico, Andrea, these are the people, man, that got their foot right on the pulse of this shit, man, and they don't let shit up, dude. So they are all about getting the word out. So we appreciate you, Kahuna, for real, man.
Yeah, facts.
I forgot where I was going with that because I'm a huge stoner.
You're saying you're a consumer, so it's good to discover new artists.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you. See, I appreciate you. See, Kahuna, my brain too. So it's kind of like I'm a little bit like greedy, I guess you could say it, when it comes to be like, okay, I got to check out some new artists. My playlist grows, you know.
Yeah.
So I am in it for the music, but I love the music so much, and the underground itself is that I want to get everybody out there underground on top. You know, put
Right.
y'all on the radio, because life ain't about having a club constantly. You know what I'm saying? Life is about life, and when you can get people in there talking about real shit, like "Love Me" track we were just listening to, that shit should be on the radio.
Yeah.
Larry
Yeah.
Belafonte's in the house. What is good, brother? Always nice to see you, man. How was your weekend? I hope you had a great Canada Day. How was Canada Day?
Yeah, it was good, man. It was good. Busy. Just went out day drinking, all day.
Hey.
That's what we do on Canada Day. It was a fun night.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man. How was the 4th of July there?
It turned different. Like I wasn't gonna do shit, but then I ended up going to watch some fireworks in the pawn shop parking lot. Then we started drinking, and I very rarely drink, so
Oh, there you go.
it got a little funny, crazy, a little public intoxication,
That's fine. Some of that is good.
right?
Some of that is good.
We're all of age,
Yeah, exactly. Why not? Why not?
So through your music journey, what do you feel like your and this is for shows and everything, when did you feel like everything clicked? Like I fucking understand. I completely understand how to, transition from English to what are you speaking? Spanish and Italian?
Spanish, French, yeah.
Okay. See,
Yeah.
I knew it was more than just one language in there
Yeah.
too. How do you get, like, when you get to that point and you're like, I got to go from English to Spanish and then into Italian? Like, how is your brain comprehending that shit?
I honestly, I always say this, and I don't like. I really mean it when I say it. I'm not even sure what language I think in. I dream in different languages depending on the night, and
Fire.
so when I write, I mean, I started developing a pretty solid fan base in Italy years ago, and I kept having fans telling me, "Hey, you should, you speak Italian. We want you to represent Italy, rap in Italian." I've always told my team, my manager, I'm like, I'm focusing on English. I want to be a lyricist. It takes time to develop the skills. I don't want to just half-ass another language just because. And so for a while, I never did it. And then when you ask when things started to click, I guess there's this pretty popular Italian song that dropped maybe like 6 months or 7 months ago or something. And I was like, you know what? I want to remix this track. And because it's an Italian track, this time I am going to put Italian in there, and we'll see how it goes. And so I didn't want to do one verse in different language. I wanted to do like 4 bars and then 6 bars in Italian and then just go back and forth. I thought that would just be cooler. I did that. That went viral, and that's when I was like, you know what? Yeah, this might be a thing. It remains one of those things that I don't want to do on every track. Like, I'd say 90% of them will still just be English. But if there's a track that inspires me, like maybe it has a Latino beat, right? Or like that acoustic Latino guitar or something, then I'm like, oh, this might be the one to speak Spanish. So it'll just depend on the vibe, but I'm not going to force it pretty much.
Hey, I like the plan of attack. That sounds amazing. That ISIS remix was fucking fire.
Oh,
Joyner's one of my favorites ever, and shout out and congratulations to all that, to those who have won. But that verse was fucking sick, dude. I don't know how you fucking pass over that verse, but
in all humble, not to brag too much, but we actually don't know why we didn't win that. We honestly don't, because in terms of he obviously listened to it because it was number 1 on TikTok, right? It had more views than his own video, so we're like, damn, like this might actually be the chance, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Shout out to Joyner though, man. You got to make the hard decisions,
Yeah.
So,
For sure.
plus he rap in Spanish too, so that's something y'all got in common.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
So at the end of this year, what do you see yourself doing as far as this music thing?
Well, look, I'm kind of in a new phase, new stage right now because I think 2 months ago now I got signed. So by indie label here in Calgary, nothing too major, but it does give me the opportunity to make music full time, which is what I've always wanted. So that has only been going on for 2 months, and I feel like in these 2 months, I already grew so much and released so much content that I don't plan on stopping it. So I think by the end of the year, we're gonna achieve some pretty big things, and the live shows that are coming up are definitely gonna help me really kind of become a household name here. And that's what I want. Just have a solid fan base that fucks with my music. I'm sure the features will elevate. The music videos will elevate. Just keep dropping content. One of the kind of resolutions I had for this year was to grow on TikTok and really focus on TikTok. And we went from like 18,000 to 45,000 followers in a month. So,
Nice.
you know, I'm putting my mind to it, and there's definitely no signs of slowing down at the moment.
Hey, that's what we like to hear, man. Get that table full of food, man, and just start chomping.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Now, congratulations on getting signed too, man. That's a huge deal, and like you said, it does give you that that momentum, drive, and opportunity to create constantly.
Exactly, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and that's awesome. When you said you dream in multiple languages, does that
Yeah.
ever get confusing?
Yeah, that's why I don't know. I really don't know what language I think in. Like, I get that question all the time. I think it really depends on who I'm with. Like, if I'm here with my homies speaking English, I think I automatically switch. And then if I talk to someone Italian, I'll switch again. And it is what it is. But honestly, it kind of makes it easy when I'm writing. I can go back and forth with ease. It's not really too much of a struggle to rhyme across languages and stuff. It gets pretty fun. So I enjoy doing it.
Absolutely. That's why I like Slow the Product so much.
Yeah,
She'll
Slow-
rattle off some Spanish ways. She make it sound so good.
Yeah,
But then she'll hit you with the fucking English too, and
yeah.
it's flawless.
No,
The transitions.
that's one of my dream features is snow. We'll see if we can make that happen this year.
Oh yes, let's go. Hey, Kahuna, get on that, man. Start spamming that shit. Nico, we'll all do our part.
Yeah, that would be sick. That would be sick.
Yes, sir. Hey, that's what it's about, man. Because, like I said, I do have a greed for the music. I want more. We always want more. But
Yeah.
we have to remain patient because it isn't just like you just come up with a fucking banger. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
It isn't.
yeah. It's a process for sure. Yeah.
Absolutely. Cam is in the house. What is good, Cam? Good to see you. Always a pleasure, brother. What was that?
It was probably on my computer.
Oh, I thought nuclear warning was going off there for a second. Holy shit. I didn't know if y'all heard that or not.
No, we're good. We're good.
Y'all want to get into a track? We can get into a track. I know y'all want to hear some music. It's been a minute. And we got your page pulled up here. As you noticed, when you came in, we was rocking your shit.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
We appreciate you for...
I'm gonna pour a glass of water if that's fine. 1 second.
yeah, no worries. Okay. So, I'm going to give this a try. I don't know if I'll be able to because it says it's licensed by Merlin.
I like.
But if we can listen to it, we will.
Let's see if it works.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at it, I was like, Merlin? I was like, oh, I don't know. Usually they're kind of dicks.
Let's try it out.
But I do got a thing on my computer. It'll warn me before it kicks me off. So
There you go.
that's good.
Yeah, this is my last track that was released with Gone. Yeah.
Yeah, Gon's a great artist too. You want to give us the backstory behind this track before we get into it?
Yeah, man. Gone. Not only a great artist, great guy. Super easy to work with. I already had 2 tracks with him, but that was like a couple years ago. He grew a lot in that time. Big numbers now, and yeah, I just had this beat. As soon as I heard it, as soon as I laid my verse, I'm like, yeah, this needs a feature and it needs Gone. Like, it just fit, and he killed it. We did the video super quick. He sent everything in like a day. He filmed his part in Chicago. We put it together and we dropped it.
How great is the internet?
Oh yeah, man. It opened a lot of opportunity.
I mean, 20 years ago, you definitely had to travel to each other, and make this shit happen. Even though I absolutely love seeing two artists from different cities in the same video.
Oh, we really tried. We wanted to. We wanted
Oh.
to. We just couldn't make that happen this time.
Yeah, and it will happen in the future because y'all are both growing at fucking alarming rates. So you're gonna have that. Oh, I can just jump on a jet real quick, money. Yo, this one's called "Not Today" featuring Gone, or not featuring, but it's it's a
Gone, yeah.
collaborative. Let's go.
Shout out to Merlin for letting you play this.
Hey, I got no warning either.
There you go.
Shout out to Merlin, man. Y'all fucking OGs over there, man. Yo, that shit was fucking dope. And my favorite bar of the whole shit was that 1616 bar. That shit was fire, dog.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
He said, I don't spit a 16. This shit. What do you say? He said this shit
It's
is
a masterpiece though, so let me spit a 16.
yeah. That shit was hard, bro. That shit was hard. Cause you can't deny that shit's a masterpiece. Just like your shit is.
I think the bar that people liked the most of this song, I think, was the Golden Retriever bar.
I think I missed it.
I got some bros that are tweaking with all these hoes that are leaving. Call her a bitch, okay, cool, but if she's Golden Retriever.
Okay. Yeah. That's a fire bar too. I didn't catch that, but I remember that all being said, but that's dope.
Gone had some fire bars too. Shout out to Gone.
Yeah, facts. That shit was a vibe. Who produced that track?
Man, I got an exclusive license from that online. So shout out to the internet again. I forget the name of the producer. Might have been That Kid Gorin. I think it was That Kid Gorin, who actually produces a lot for Harry Mack.
Yeah. That sample was fire too.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah.
I always like those pitch samples, man. Like,
yeah.
The thing is, man, like, for a very low budget, you could create some of the greatest shit motherfuckers has ever heard. Nowadays, like, you don't need $1 million studio.
No, you don't.
Like, you need a $300 computer and you get your shit done.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
fire, man.
Yeah, it's true. And it's a pro and con, right? It's a pro because you don't need to spend that much money, and it's a con because everyone can do it, and you get trash music every once in a while. But it is what it is.
Facts. It does happen, but you know what? That's the thing, man. Like, even like, I'm an amateur producer, myself. So the shit I created, like, on Magic's Music Maker was like kindergarten shit, and now I stepped it up to FL Studio, and it's like I'm like stepping into junior high,
Yeah.
So
yeah.
getting a little bit better. But yeah, hopefully so, man. We can get some nice bangers out like that, man. Because I tell you what, I gotta start learning how to do that sample shit.
Man, I'm playing around with that a lot. I definitely that's one of the areas that I had to improve the most was my beat selection. Started working with producers all over the place, a lot of producers in Italy, and beat selection is important, man. Because I used to just like, man, I want to spit the bars. I don't care if the beat is trash. I'm just gonna spit my bars, and it is what it is. But if you want to start making it in the industry, man, like, you need to understand the beat is 50% of the track, pretty much.
Facts. And if you go on the radio, it's like 99%.
99% of the track. Yeah.
Because ain't nobody give a fuck what somebody's saying if they can bob their head to it.
Facts. So yeah, so that's why I started. I think that kind of corresponded to me doing better. As soon as the beat selection went up, things just started to happen, and so now I'm definitely careful where I get my stuff and who I work with.
Who are your main producers that you do like to fuck with?
I don't think you know them, but there's one producer called Espo in Italy. He produced for like some of the biggest rappers in the country back home. Nice. And I worked with a few of them too, and he produced those tracks, and he has like 2 or 3 beats on the album, which hasn't dropped yet, but they're ready to go. So yeah, there's 2 producers in Italy, and then That Kid Gorin, I discovered him. I don't know if you listen to Harry Mack, or he's like
a little. I can't really listen to a lot of music because I'm a reactor, so I kind of like everything that I've already heard is what I can hear.
Right.
You know,
he's like the greatest freestyler there is around, and
that's facts.
On his videos, he always has these fire beats. I was like, who's making these? And it was this guy, Gorin, and hit him up, and he also has 3 or 4 placements on the album. So those are the 2 I'm working with right now. Yeah.
That's fire. And what's the ETA on this album drop?
Oh man, it depends, because we are opting to release the singles and see how these perform. But I would like to drop in no later than like September, October, so after the summer. And I think that's reasonable. I think it might drop even earlier, but I think that's reasonable. So.
Summertime album, man. The world needs summertime music. That's facts.
Yeah, yeah.
So what's the distribution on it? The like the marketing on it around that, pushing the singles.
Yeah, so that's where the label comes in, right? They're providing a lot more budget and stuff than we had in the past. So I focused on, as I said earlier, on TikTok a lot. So I like to really like test the waters with the TikTok and see which songs have more potential to maybe be a radio or more mainstream or viral track. My strategy has been pretty much releasing bi-weekly or like every 3 weeks. Okay. It keeps the numbers going. I want to release content for the fans. I have a lot of people that are just now discovering me. I don't want to have them wait too long, so I'm just dropping as much as I can. So for the next one this Friday, I have a song called Lose Focus that is dropping. And then there will be another one 3 weeks from there, and another one 3 weeks from there, and we just keep going, pushing content.
Make sure you hit the links, because you do not want to miss these drops.
Yeah. And if you follow on Spotify, you'll get that on your release radar. You get that on the playlist. So Spotify is always also a really good platform to follow me. But obviously, I'm on everything else: Apple Music, YouTube, whatever.
Conan wants to know, will you do a world tour, France, Italy, Spain?
Man, that would be a dream. I did Italy last summer, which was unexpected and happened completely randomly. It was this big artist I worked with there. He invited me to meet him there, and he's like, "Oh, I'm going on tour. You come with me." I'm like, "Okay," and so that happened. So that was great. But I think these shows here in Calgary in these next 2 weeks are definitely going to help me get back on that mentality, the stage mood, because I haven't been on it for a while. And once that happens, once we drop the album, if things go well, there's a big chance we'll start like a Canada, the USA tour, and see how it goes.
Yeah, get that North America shit going.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Facts. How does English hip hop play in, say, like in Italy, for example?
Oh, it's huge, man. It's
yeah.
Huge. Yeah, I think honestly, man, whatever is mainstream here is mainstream there. Like, it'll play on the radio. Like, all the big artists will play. So they're very, very much in tune. And from what I know, I kind of try to follow as much as I can the hip hop scene in Italy. From what I know, trap music had a huge momentum for a few years, but it's kind of dying down now, with the exception of a few artists. So we're going back into the real hardcore lyrical rap. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen there. Hopefully I can be a small part of that movement and help push it, and we'll see.
Absolutely. Lyricism is where it's at. There's no reason for you to be sitting down writing for hours on end to say nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it'd be like watching a movie as just somebody standing there and not doing anything.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're like,
pretty much.
This is an hour and a half just watching this security guard stand against this wall. This is boring as shit. So, outside of music and this whole, grind that you got going right now, where do you like to take time for yourself, and what do you like to do?
That's a good question, man, because I'm still trying to figure that out, because music is what I do. Music is the best therapy I have, and the best place to go where when shit goes south. But I enjoy sports a lot. I'm a huge soccer fan. I play soccer as well, not on like a professional level, but I do that a lot. And I have a good circle of people here, the homies, and good support group. So I can't complain. I really can't complain. But in terms of like what I do when I want to focus on myself, it's just music. That's the only thing that comes to mind. That's what I do.
Hey, that's a true love and passion, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes, you gotta let loose, like you know, go day drinking on Canada Day, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that's cool. It just seems like your hobby is creating, so that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it is, and there are times when, you know, writer's block hits and or I'm just not inspired. I just can't feel anything, and that's when I go day drinking, because that's when you're like, you need to live a little and get out of the house and get out of the studio and go out with your friends, talk to people. And usually the day after, I have a lot more inspiration than I had, right? Because at the end of the day, you write about what you live.
Right.
If I'm just locked in the studio all day, I'm really not going to have many experiences to talk about.
You're all, look at these balls. I seen them yesterday and the day after that.
Yeah,
Come on,
exactly,
man.
yeah. So usually every time I go out, the day after is my most productive day. I'm like, hey, that inspired me. That person inspired me, and it just goes from there.
Yo, Gary, thank you for coming through. Appreciate you, man. Have a great day. Kuna said, would you do your own open verse challenge like Joyner did for a track?
Yeah, I only tried that once, but it actually went really well. I did it for a song called I Don't Want to Be Friends. I did an open verse on TikTok, and the song did good, and so many people dropped their verses, and it's a crazy feeling to know that people are doing that, because that means they're listening, they're learning it, they're going to the studio with it, recording, and it's just crazy. So I definitely want to do it when it's the right song and something that I know people can relate to, because that's the main thing with open verse challenges. It needs to be relatable.
Yeah.
And I think I do have a song ready for that will come out soon, and I'll definitely work on an open verse challenge. Yeah, that's always a great way to not only promote the track, but also help inspire other people, have them do their own thing.
Absolutely. And it's a great way to stay in contact with the support group. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's huge, because you know, we're humans, right? We all want to feel accepted, you know, and we want to be a part of something. So to be able to, again, shout out to the motherfucking internet, you know, for making these things possible. And Jorge has a great question. Before performing on stage, is there any method you do to get ready?
I wish I had like a cool ritual, but I'm there just repeating the songs in my head all day. I'm just like, the day of the performance and even the day before, I'll play those songs until I'm sick of them, until I'm reciting them with absolutely no problem. Like, I'm always just obsessed with how the performance is going to go. I do take a shot before going on stage just to calm down a little, and then I don't know, it's just a mental thing of reminding yourself that you're going to be nervous until you walk on that stage. The moment you walk on that stage, the adrenaline kicks in, it'll all go away, and you'll have so much in your head that you won't even know what you're thinking about. You're just going to be focused on performing. So it's kind of just preparing myself for it more than anything cool I do.
That's cool, man. And how is it the first time you stepped onto a stage and there was like a, you know, I'm sure you perform for thousands, right?
Yeah.
How was that feeling? Like, it's one thing to jump onto a bar stage and there's like 40, 50 people in the crowd,
right,
still feeling that amped, you know, feeling, but then like times it by 2,000 and you're like, whew. How was that feeling the first time?
Crazy. Yeah, that moment, that biggest performance for me when I first started was opening for Tyga here in Calgary, and so there were a lot of people, and obviously I wasn't the main act, so there's also, on top of the people, it's like they don't know who you are. Or at least they're not there for you necessarily.
Right.
It's nerve-wracking. I mean, it all becomes kind of a blur for me. I can't even see people's faces. It all just, at that point, I really can't tell you if it changes much when it's 1,000 or 5,000 or 10,000. It's still a lot of people, and you're not focusing on any of them.
Right.
So you're just doing your thing on stage and hoping for the best and just doing what you rehearsed. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, but I'm excited for this show because these 3 shows I have here in Calgary, I grew a lot in Calgary, like the city starting to know who I am, and there's songs that did really well here. There's billboards around the city with my face, so I'm really
that's what's up.
I'm really hoping for the crowd participation and have them sing some songs and, you know, rehearse it with them. That's just going to be cool. I really want to put on a show. Yeah, it'll be dope.
What's that one moment? Because I think Kahuna said it earlier. The Auction Bronson thing. Congratulations
Thank you.
on being able to play that set. That's fire. He wanted to shout you out on that. I forgot to mention that. But what's that one moment you're looking forward to in that performance where you and the crowd are just one?
Yeah, it's a good question. That is gonna be. I'm gonna play a song called "I Know," that actually kind of talks about the city and has the perfect hook to chant. Like, even when I wrote the song, people were telling me this one is the one you're gonna play live and is gonna go crazy. There's always that one song, right?
Right.
And I'm like, yes. So I'm gonna rehearse it with them before starting the song. Make sure they know what to say. It's easy, but the crowd doesn't really, they need to know what they're doing, and then we're gonna do it. And I just hope it's gonna be crazy.
That's fire, dude. Because when I was watching Joyner, it was Winter Blues for me, anyway.
I love that song.
The song is so great, man. And every performance, because I was watching a bunch of his live shows online and stuff, and during his performance, he brings his best friend out there. That dude that's in the backwards.
Yeah,
that guy. He brings him out on stage, and he's like, I sent this song over to my dude, and I asked him what he thought. And he said it was garbage. Yeah. And so, he's like, I want y'all to fucking, show him love, all this shit.
Yeah.
So the whole place just goes crazy, type shit.
Yeah, it's dope. It's dope.
Facts.
No, seeing those bigger artists live too is definitely always a learning moment. You always learn the small things they do, their stage presence, how they engage with the crowd. It's always cool. I saw Hobson, I saw Tech Nine, I saw Eminem, Drake, and you just learn from every artist. They have their different thing going on, and you just learn, and it's cool.
That's awesome. And I'm sure you learn even more being behind stage with like Tyga and his crew and shit like that. How are those green rooms, man?
The best behind the scene experience I had was when I had those concerts in Italy with Clementino, which is the artist you heard on No Offense, that song you played earlier with Mercules.
His shit was ripping, dog.
He killed it, and he's very, very popular in Italy. So it was like going to Italy. It was like going on stage escorted by the cops, running behind the scenes so people wouldn't stop. Like, that was a whole different experience for me. And but I mean, that was like some of the most hip hop moments I've had, because these guys were like, him and his crew would get there, and if they were 30 minutes early and they had to kill time, the guy would just freestyle for 30 minutes behind the scenes. Like, that's just all they do. It's all they know, all they do. I was there in the hotel 10 hours before the show. I don't think they ever took a break. It was a straight, complete day of freestyling. And that's when I started thinking, like, to really make it, it really does need to be everything for you, right? Your passion, your hobby, your like what you want to do, your job. It just has to be everything.
Yeah, it's like breathing at that point.
Yeah, it's breathing. Yeah, and they really do it so naturally that it's nothing to them.
How's the battle rap scene over there?
Not as big. I know it's much bigger in France. There's a huge battle rap scene in France. Hip hop in general in France is huge. In Italy, I think we had our moment with the battle rap scene when, like, I think MTV was hosting a battle rap show, whatever. So it was mainstream, right?
I remember that. Yeah.
But they don't have there's no huge battle rap scene. The freestyle scene is huge. Like, a lot of the rappers in Italy grew up freestyling, but there's no King of the Daw URL kind of league in Italy. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's dope, man. Doing things righty versus. Y'all artists need to be seen heavy by doing these interview breakdowns on several platforms. That's love, Mr. Trauma. Always nice to see you. I hope you had a great weekend. Thanks. All the way up there in Alaska. Shout out to Trauma, my dude. Man, I tell you what, I met so many great people on this platform. It's not anything but a blessing to be able to sit here, talk with you, you know what I'm saying? Shoot the shit, listen to some music, get to know who you are, let the supporters engage. This is what the music should always be about.
Yeah, I agree, man. No, it's a pleasure for sure. It's a pleasure.
That's facts. So you got an album coming out generally, hopefully over the summertime.
Yep.
How many tracks are on that?
We're gonna try to. There's a lot, but we're gonna try to cut it down. I think to like between 11 and 14.
Okay.
That is the target number. We don't want anything too long. The problem with that is that I released so many singles in the past that I want to include on the album, even though they already exist. I'm like, nah, but that single really fits the album or represents the album. So that is going to be the problem, is really choosing which ones will make it or not. It'll have to be a selection process, which is tough, but I'm sure that, you know, we'll get to the best results.
Oh, absolutely. And it's cool because it sounds like you have a very heavy hand in the creative process. So that's good.
Yeah, that was a big thing when signing it. We made sure that, you know, we still had a responsibility and a decision in that process, like that we weren't just going to be told what to do, but work on it together.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the most important thing, because I don't know for a fact, but it just seems like you'll see an artist and then they get signed and they lose their vision of what they were originally doing. It's tough to see, but I also understand business, you know. So
it's tough, man. You need to find the balance, because as you say, it's business. You get an opportunity, you can't refuse. You're gonna take it, but you know, you also have to make sure you don't completely sell yourself to whatever other people want. But there's a fine line. It's tough, man. It happens to a lot of people. But.
And compromise is okay. I seen it with Joyner Lucas. You know, he got away from the writing and he started doing some bops. Cool. Mm-hmm. He went back to the writing. Yeah. You know, and that's what you should see as far as growth in an artist, to be able to reach multiple fucking, you know, different avenues.
Yeah.
You know, I might not listen to his bop shit as much as I listen to, you know, I'm Sorry. Yeah. Like, that song's fucking amazing.
I love that
Happy Birthday. Like, that shit fucked me up, dude. Like, the first time I watched that shit, I was like, little baby? What are you doing that little baby for?
Yeah. No, and his videos are so crazy.
Right?
His videos are always so crazy, yeah.
I think he would be an amazing actor, too.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Like, no matter how the contest went, I hope one day, you know, there will be a chance to work together. I mean, I'm pretty sure even if I didn't win, he knows my name now, right? So
there's no doubt. There's absolutely no doubt.
So, you know, never know.
Exactly. We always hope for the best. That's facts.
Yeah.
So on this album, do you have any features that you may be able to talk about?
Tough one. I mean, a lot of the singles that already dropped, like a lot of the features, will be included. So basically the album will be called The Bridge, and the concept is that I want to do a musical and cultural bridge between my hometown, like Italy, and North America. And so I have a bunch of these big Italian artists on the project. I'm trying to bring them to here and trying to push my music there. So that's why it's called The Bridge, right? But no, it'll yeah, there are a few features I honestly can't spoil. There's a really big one that I can't spoil, but it's a bucket list feature. We're just finalizing a few things. If I can officially say it, we'll get back on one of these calls and I'll tell you.
Hey, that's what's up. And we are happy to hear that. That's fire. Yeah. Bucket list? I mean, come on, man.
Bucket list, like one of those rappers that have always been in my top 5, always.
That's fucking great to hear, man. This is what I'm talking about. Dreams can come true, folks. Just keep grinding. Just keep grinding. Just keep doing your thing, man. Stay humble, stay positive, and everything will come when it's supposed to. That's facts. And always a pleasure to see you, Mrs. Trauma. I hope you and Mr. Trauma are having a great day. All love to y'all, for real. So, you're starting this music thing. You said 3 years ago when you started dropping music consistently.
Yeah.
That's a very short window for reaching the success that you've had, and it isn't like you started rapping 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We know you've been rapping and writing for much longer.
Yeah.
And I don't like to get out in front of things too much. That's why I generally only ask, where do you see yourself at the end of the year? But where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh man, like I really wanna, you know, I really kind of dream big when it comes to that. Like I want to be a household name in the genre of music that I do. Like you know, I like to think of myself as a lyricist. I want to be up in that conversation, at least for the generation of rappers that are rapping at that moment. I want to be in those top 10 lists. Like that's how it's just a competitive spirit. That's what got me into hip hop in the first place, and that's where I want to be. Right, that's where I see myself. I know it's a very very tough goal to achieve, but as you said, we achieved a lot in a few years, so you never know what can be done in 5, right? So if we keep riding this momentum, never know. Never know.
I ain't gonna keep you too much longer. I know you're extremely busy, man. I got a couple more questions. I'm gonna play maybe one more track.
Go ahead, yeah.
But let's say you're sitting on top of the rap game. You got all the cash, you know what I'm saying, you'll ever need. Top 3 places in the world you got your compounds.
I got my what do you mean by compounds? Like just where I
Yeah, your house, you know.
my house? Okay.
Yeah.
Top 3 places. Damn. So we'll do southern Italy for sure. That's where like close to family, close to the beach. And that's a good one. We'll do. And if I had all the money in the world,
It's unlimited.
I'll do one in the hills in California, man. I'll do one in the hills. Why not?
Hey,
Right?
we'd love to have you here in California,
there
man.
you go. There you go. And plus, it's like, you know, you grow up looking at all the stars and celebrities there. It's like, fuck it. One day I'll get it. I'll get one of them just for fun. And then, yeah, I said Italy. And I don't know. I've always wanted to go to Australia. So I'll do like Australia. I've always wanted to go. Again, I was lucky to travel a lot when I was younger, but never made it there. So I'd love to. And again, I like the sun and the beach, so it'll do, you know.
Hell yeah, man. Hey, Australia is one of my top destination places if I ever leave America.
Yeah.
Like I've never left America.
Yep.
I've been all over America, but if I do decide to leave America, I think Australia would be my number 1 spot.
Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, Australia's sick. Yeah.
Because the hip hop game over there is just ridiculous.
It's pretty crazy too. Yeah, I agree.
There's some great artists over there. We've been following it for a few years now, and it's
Yep.
just, it never seems to amaze me what comes
Yep.
out of there, man. Just the realest. I mean, people had hard lives over there, you know what I'm saying? Like, they bunch of drug addicts, you know, and they talk about
yeah.
their addictions and their families and shit, and it's like
For sure. Yeah, it's real.
crazy. Yeah. Hey, Rude Knox said, I want to go to Cali so bad. Hey, come on out, bro. Hey, you know, Angel coming out. He gonna be in. He probably want to go through San Francisco and shit. I'm only about 2 hours away from San Francisco. Yo, Trom, what is good, my dude? Much love to you, brother. Thank you for coming through and showing love, bro. I hope you're having a great day, bro. I want to go to the Philippines. Hey, I'd like to go to the Philippines too. That would be cool. Since we know some people there.
Yeah.
So, do you have a track that you want me to play for the people that they may have not heard, or you want everybody to hear?
So what have you played before I got on? You played "Love Me," "No Offense,"
ISIS remix.
ISIS remix. Okay. Let's go with this is a song that people usually introduce other people when talking about me. It kind of tells my story. It's called "Invisible."
Invisible, nice.
Yeah, so it's you probably have to scroll down a little, even more. Yeah, it was the first track of my debut album. So, okay, should be somewhere. Wait, should be up there. So scroll up a little.
Oh.
Where is it? Up. Okay,
Oh,
so right there versus Invisible. Yeah, and this is a pretty cool video we did. So yeah, this will be good. Yeah.
This is the video, or
No. So if you go.
oh, here
up,
it is. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I like the videos too. You guys spend so much money on these things. It'd be a shame not to watch them, right?
Yeah, this one has less bars, like it's less bar heavy, but it's my life story in 3 verses pretty much. So it was a very personal track, talked about my mental health and everything. So I always like to show this to them.
Okay, dope. Always good to know the artist. And
Yeah.
I tell you, I mean, I'm manic depressive bipolar, so I feel you on that.
Oh, yeah. It'll hit.
There we go. Invisible. Let's go. Yo, that shit was crazy. Yo, that shit, her whole video was a fucking metaphor. That shit was crazy.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Yo, that was some expert writing on the lyricism part and the acting as well. Shout out to everybody involved in that.
Yeah.
That was amazing, man. Basically, you were burying your old self, man. That shit was crazy.
Thank you.
Yo, I love motherfucking creative minds, man. This is what it's all about. And again, Versus, man, thank you for coming through and hanging out with us, man.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. Again, if I have some exciting news or some new music dropping, I'll definitely message you. We'll get back on something like this, and we'll go from there.
Absolutely, man. Anytime, the door's always open, my friend.
Sick.
Thank
you, man.
Do you have anybody you want to shout out real quick before we take off?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he's watching, but shout out to my manager Kayvon, because he's always helping me put this shit together too, and definitely been with me throughout this whole process. Shout out Big Kahuna, who put everything together, so definitely shout out to him. And yeah, again, for anyone who hasn't already, VERSVS on Spotify, VERSVS official on Instagram, new song this Friday. If by any chance you're close to Calgary, live events pretty much all July. And yeah, man, I'll anyone who hits me up, I always respond to the messages, so go crazy. And yeah, again, it was a pleasure, man.
Hey, man, appreciate you. Much success to your career, man. You deserve it, bro. And just keep that pen hot, bro. That's all we ask.
Always.
Yes, sir.
Have a good day.
Thank you, brother. Take care. Peace. Yo, SGR crew, thank you again for coming through and hanging out with us. I appreciate y'all. Hashtag the network. Hashtag the umbrella. Did I say the network or something else? I don't know. I'm fucking stoned. Yo, it was crazy last night. I ended up getting drunk, dude, and I still can't think right. Versus when you are the main event, who would you like to open for? Oh shit, open for you. Hey, that's a good question, Kuna. I'm sorry I didn't get that in, man. That's. I'm sorry, bro. I love you, Sack. You're pretty. Yo. Pause. Yes, much love to you, Larry. I love you too, brother. I hope y'all are doing well, man. I'm sorry I've been so inactive. I am sticking to my commitments for the interviews. Everything else has kind of went by the wayside right now because I am looking for a job, but I will be back all the time. In fact, Thursday, we got a twofer. We got the rapper Sid at 1 p.m. and then we got ZJ and AO at 7 p.m. on Thursday. So those are Pacific times. Mark them in your calendar. Those are going to be some great shows. As far as Wednesday and Friday, I'm still not sure if I will be on or not. But then Saturday, we got an Australian rapper, goes by the name of D-Knots coming through. And we have to schedule a time for that. We still haven't scheduled a time. But I'll hit him up sometime this week and get that sorted out. But yeah. We'll be back. We'll be back soon. Until then, I'm going to go hit the bricks and go find a job that, can pay some bills. Much love to all y'all out there, for real. I hope y'all have a great week if I don't see you again. And much love to everyone out there. I'll see you guys on the next one, all right? Peace.